Yo, we have a banger month coming with a ton of fun looking games to play, releasing, going into beta testing, and then at the same time also sadly shutting down. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything that February 2026 has to offer. We're going to go ahead here and start this with games that are entering into pre-registration. V Project has officially opened pre-registration. This is an immersive 3D idle-style mobile game, which looks as though it features some very attractive-looking male characters. I'm assuming, yeah, this looks like it's going to be a game for the women, and that's perfectly fine. It looks kind of cool. I don't see any gameplay of it, but I only see a tweet going back until January 27th. But the game, okay, wow. Okay, Korean 3D strategy RPG Genesis War, or the Play of Genesis, has started global pre-registrations for Android. The Play of Genesis. Apparently, it has a Google Play Store page. That's actually kind of an interesting looking image. The ultimate storytelling experience, battle experience. This actually kind of looks good. Okay, I'm going to have to do a dedicated video on this because apparently pre-registration is open and that kind of looks good. Muv-Luv Girls Garden has opened pre-registration. It looks like it's going to feature some cute looking waifus. I've actually apparently talked about this in the past. The character models look good. Character models look very good. You know what? I'm going to do a dedicated video on this as well, so y'all know exactly what to expect. Now we're going into closed beta tests. Closed beta invitations are officially out for King's Raid. Y'all might remember or recognize King's Raid. The game is back under Mustang Soft. I have never had a good experience with this company. They have milked every MMO that they've gained access to, and it looks like they're now transitioning over to gacha games, kind of like I did, because MMOs are dead and nobody plays them outside of like World of Warcraft, RuneScape, Albion Online, maybe at some point Black Desert, Guild Wars 2, and Final Fantasy 14. That's literally like 5, maybe 6 MMOs are played. And Mustang Soft keeps buying the IP to numerous dead MMOs and then just re-releasing it for players to kind of like milk that nostalgia. Closed beta test signups have begun for Limit Zero Breakers. This is a game like every time I look at this page, I'm like, dude, her thighs are insanely thick, and I am all goddamn for it. I'm really looking forward to playing the game. They sponsored some friends of mine for Tokyo Game Show. I did not get sponsored by them. I was sponsored by other video games, and honestly, that's fine because I'd rather have raw impressions when this test phase is officially open. I do have contacts with the community manager, so hopefully I can secure access to the game, maybe even a sponsor when the beta test takes place. Neverness to Everness is going to be holding their, in theory, final beta test, the Coex test, on February 6th. They have sponsored me to do a showcase for numerous different streams and videos, so be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited to play this because the game is fun. That's it. That's really all there is to it. Pre-download begins on the 4th of February. The test begins on the 6th of February. So I'm going to be streaming it when it goes live. I hope to see you all there. Now we're moving into actual releases. Nightbound Dark Fantasy is expected to release in February or March 2026. It says March 7th, 2026 at the top here, but at the same time, that is a placeholder date. It could release before then. This is an interesting looking game. I think I've actually heard of this. This is supposedly done by like one guy, I think, which is kind of interesting. If you want to support an indie dev, then here you go. This might be the game that you're looking for. Diablo Score in Japan is going to be released on mobile and PC on the 4th of February 2026. Diablo Score has some incredibly, insanely hot, explicitly designed waifus, but it's honestly not really a very good game. It's very mediocre, very average, but if you're there for gooning, then that's a decent game that released, I think, in 2025 globally. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Time Maiden Squad is officially releasing. They held their beta test, or are in the process, I think, of holding a beta test right now. With the, I honestly don't know when it ends, but in theory, this game is launching very, very soon. I don't see when it's listed to release onto Steam, but I'm thinking in the next couple months, it's going to have an official release onto, at the very least, mobile and PC. Heaven Hells is going to be officially releasing on the 4th of February, 2026. This is a very cute looking game with cute schoolgirls. I've been anticipating this one. I've been covering it for about a year and a half now, so I'm excited to see this finally releasing. And finally, My Beloved Star is a new Otome game with astrology features launching early in February. It looks as though this is another husbando game, which is totally fine. We have plenty of waifu gachas out there, so why not hit us with some husbando ones for the women too, right? And now we're going to discuss the gacha games that are shutting down, or announced they were shutting down in the month of January 2025, beginning with Seven Knights 2, which is confirmed they're going to be ending service on April 15th, 2026. You can find the official announcement if you navigate on over to the Netmarble website. One Punch Man World announced that they were end of servicing, and that's very much so deserved. This was a terrible game. They're end of servicing, it looks like, on February 27, 2026. So that's almost a month from now. Coolbeverse seems to have shut down in silence after months of inactivity. This is something that nobody I know even knows what it is. Isekai X Isekai is ending service on April 27th, 2026. They're also holding, I believe, some form of anniversary event. So it's kind of hilarious. They're announcing their end of servicing when they should be celebrating their anniversary. Outrunners is ending service after less than 3 months. I was actually told that the name of the game Outrunners is wrong and that it's like Outrankers or something. Not entirely sure, but you know what? After 3 months is crazy, or less than 3 months after launching is crazy. As of today, Pokemon Masters EX has shut down in Indonesia and Russia. It looks as though it's going to remain online in various other countries. It also shut down in Vietnam back in 2024. But I mean, if it's shutting down in multiple different countries around the world, it's only a matter of time until global shuts down as well. Ash Echo's Taiwan server. I think there was also like Macau, Hong Kong, and a couple other regions all announced that they were going to be officially shutting down, which is very sad to see because this was a game that I really enjoyed. It looks like on Thursday, 19th of March, the game is going to officially close. That's a big rip. Fate Grand Order Arcade announced their end of servicing. I'm going to touch on this a little more in a dedicated video as well. I really don't even know what Fate Grand Order Arcade is, but I'm guessing. Oh, it actually, holy crap, that actually doesn't even look bad. God damn. Yo, they literally need to make a new Fate Grand Order gacha game because that actually looks pretty decent. Tsukuyomi, the Divine Hunter, is officially shutting down on April 22nd, 2026. And then they're also releasing it for the Nintendo Switch on April 23rd, 2026, the very next day, as a premium title, which is insane. They're taking the free-to-play gacha game and turning it into a premium paid release, and it's releasing the next freaking day. That's insane. And those are the gacha games that have new pre-registrations, that have beta tests, that are releasing and that are shutting down in the month of February 2026. You're up to date now. You're welcome. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.